Alright, we're going to get right into it with our first hand being a big one. We sit down at the table, one orbit goes by, I pick up ace jack under the gun, make it $10, and only a player to my left calls, so going out of position to a flop, it comes down queen 5-2, and, you know, normal C bet here, ace high, he probably missed. I bet 10. He goes ahead and makes the call, so going to a turn where I do make a mistake. It's a 10 of spades, and for some reason in the moment I was thinking I just want to win this pot now, so let me kind of blast off. $35 I put in. But thinking back, what am I really doing besides getting a small pocket pair to fold? He's never folding a queen, and, you know, a king or an ace didn't hit, so why would he fold a queen? You know what I'm saying? If he had one. And he does make the call, so now I do think he has a queen. But, you know, your boy gets bailed out on the river, because that's just how it goes. We're just printing money at this one, too. Let's fucking go. King of clubs on the river, $103 in the pot. I'm trying to think what he would call with a queen, and I go about a little more than half pot. I go 60 excuse me, I go $65. Dude then says this, which is amazing news.
Just like his age.
I'm older. I'd say 65.
You're Call.
A little short.
All in, call. Queens against. Yeah, almost a chop. Potato.
So he goes all in. Obviously, I snap call and I ask, are we chopping this? Did not put him on a set of queens. He flopped it, and I just got extremely lucky in this hand. I look down at ace king of hearts in the small blind. There's a straddle pot. The man in the top right makes it 15. He only has about $70 left, so I just make it 100. He makes the call, and we are in great shape as he shows queen jack of clubs. So let's go. QJ. Ooh. 3. Nice hand. I mean, the dealer could at least made the turn a heart to give me a little hope, but it is what it is. We double this guy up and lose a couple bucks, but hopefully we can get it back in this next hand. Alright, in this hand, under the gun limps, under the gun +1 makes it $10. There's 2 callers to me in the big blind. I'm thinking right now if I should just raise to 50 and get this heads up, but probably that's where I make my mistake. I just end up calling. So we are 4 ways to a flop. The flop is really nice. I hit top pair, good kicker, I check, original raiser makes it 20, late position calls, my right folds, I make the call, and under the gun folds. So we are going 3 ways to a turn, which is a 7 of spades, I check, original raiser checks, and the old man just decides to go all in, and I don't know. I just felt like I'm beat here. I want to know what you guys think. Comment what you would do. Would you call his all in or fold? I ended up making the fold. Yeah, he could have had like ace 5 of spades or ace 10 or something like that, but I just felt like I was beat. We're down about $45 in this hand. I'm under the gun with 2 9s. I make it $10, and fortunately we do get a few callers. The more the merrier. If we can hit this set, we'll be in good shape. So we get 4 callers and top set. Why not? There's $60 in the middle. I only have about 140. I should have bet probably 25, maybe half pot with their flush draw being out there, but I choose to only bet $15, just trying to keep people in. I end up getting 2 callers, so we're 3 ways to the 5 of hearts on the turn. There's $120 in the middle. I'm counting my chips. I only have like 135, 136. I'm like, what's the play here? What's the play? You know, I could bet. I want to deny both the flush draws being out there. So I just figure, let me ship it, bet pot at it, and if they call, this is a good thing. If they fold, still a good thing, I guess. The board just being pretty wet and connected. Just want to get a fold. And that is what happens. They do let their cards go, so $120 pot scoop with top set.
Thank you.
I had a flush draw.
Should have called.
It's a gambling game.
All right, ace 4 of spades. I limp under the gun. The button makes it 20. Small blind calls, and I call. So we are going 3 ways to a flop of king 4 queen, 2 spades, and I hit a pair. Checks around. The button makes the check, so he's given up. Turn is a 5. Now the small blind wants to lead for 20, and I notice the guy on the button hits one of these moves. Rewind that. So, knowing he's about to fold, I go ahead and try to blast this guy off of a queen, something like that. So I bet 55, and the button does fold. Just part of being aware of what's going on. I like to always be paying attention. So I knew he was going to fold, and small blind's thinking about it, but he wants nothing to do with it. So I end up taking this pot down, this nice pot down with a pair of 4s, which is always good. All right, here we got pocket jacks. I raise $12 over 1 limp and get 4 callers. So we're going 5 ways to a flop with jacks. Yeah, it's scary, but we're in here. We're going to hold on for dear life. Flop comes down 7-6-5. Not bad, not good, I guess. And it ends up checking all the way around, so no one seems interested. The 10 of spades on the turn. Now I can start betting. So I do. I go for $35 right here, half pot. Trying to target a 10, maybe an 8. 8-9 I would have heard probably on the flop, and if not on the flop, I'll hear about it now. But fortunately for me, it doesn't come to that. I get 1 caller to my left and everyone else folds. So we're going heads up to a river, 130 in the middle, and it's the 5 of clubs. Love it, feel safe with it. Trying to target, a pair now, a 10, a 7. So I think this is a bad bet. I probably should have went 50, but I bet 25. He calls, he shows ace 10. I take it down with the jiggities. All right, this next hand is an exciting one, and the last hand I'm going over. If you're a hater, stay tuned for sure. All right, there's a straddle pot, 1 limp to me. I make it 15, and only the straddler and the limper call. Flop is ace 5-4. Looks pretty cool, looks pretty safe to me. I got a queen club blocker, if that means anything. So I go ahead and c-bet for $15, and I get 1 caller. The turn is a 7 of diamonds, and I'm liking it, still feel good. I bet 35 into 75, and now right here the guy's thinking about it. I noticed that he kind of wanted to fold. He didn't really want to call this, and that's why I was just like, dude, this guy's got a flush draw for sure. And the 9 of clubs on the river. Now he does something unexpected, and he just goes ahead and bets $90 into me. Now I'm really just distraught. I feel like he's got to have the flush in this spot, right? He just rivered 2 pair versus another opponent and led into him. Got the guy to call and, showed his hand. He just sat down like 20 minutes ago, so I don't know what to do here. I'm just perplexed. I do have a queen of clubs, if that counts for anything. That's what I was thinking right now. I started thinking, that's kind of a blocker, but I psyched myself out because this is a 1-2 game, and I'm not sure how deep thought should be, but I definitely should have, you know, listened to my instinct, yada yada. He says, I'll show you either way. I'm just kind of like, what the F? So I fold. And I'm curious as to what any of you guys would do in this spot, but he does show King 8 of diamonds. There you see it right there, so it makes sense. He picked up a draw on the river, and pretty good play by him because any diamond or club and he's taking it down, just like what happened. He bluffed the club, and if a diamond hit, he got there anyway. So pretty good play by my opponent. Alright, well, that's it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Tune in next week. I was in the game for 200, out for 255.